I think one of the game-changing moments for you in your life was a story that you've told a lot, but with your son when he was younger and he asked you to play. And I think that's a very powerful story for parents out there who might be in the same shoes as you were back then.
Yeah. Yeah. Connor looked at me. I was working an HR job. You know, my ex-husband's a great man, but we were just sliding by in life and things weren't exciting and I was exhausted. So I used food, right? Like that was what my enjoyment was. It was cheap, right? Like we would survive off a Little Caesars pizza, which was $5 and it would last us like a week.
Did
right?
the same thing early on in my journalism career.
Yeah, I'm sure. So, you know, food was easy access and back then it was cheaper. So I just remember coming home from work and he looking up at me on the floor and he asked if I could play with him. And I told him no. And I was like, holy shit. I don't know if I'm allowed to cuss
you can say whatever you want.
I was like, holy shit. My kid just asked if I could play with him. I'm literally in my 20s and I can't get off the couch and play with him. There's something wrong with that. So I jumped on the scale. I dusted it off in the bathroom and I saw 322 pounds. And I said, like, I knew I was like overweight. I didn't realize I was that overweight. And that's what started it.
And I give you all the credit in the world because this isn't like you went up to some fancy gym and signed up with a personal trainer.
Planet Fitness.
Like you did everything yourself and taught yourself.
Yeah, I did.
One of the most intimidating things for somebody, and I can remember me the first time I really went into a gym was 3 or 4 years ago. And I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I hired a personal trainer, was taught some different things. But like for you, you had no idea what to do. You just walked in after you stepped on that scale and saw a 300 plus and were like, I'm going to do this shit.
Yeah, pretty much. An interesting story. A lot of people don't know this is I actually worked at Jenny Craig when I was pregnant with my son.
Okay.
I was the largest employee that they have had. And I was wildly successful because I had all these women relate to me. But Jenny Craig, which is a great program for some people, but they teach you the basics, right? Move more, eat less.
Yeah.
So that is what I went into when I went into my own weight loss journey. It was like, okay, I need to move more and I need to eat less. And that's what I did. I signed up at Planet Fitness. I moved every single day. I ate lean cuisines, which we now know aren't healthy, but back then they were like 10 for 10 at Kroger, right? Like $1. So I would do that. And then I would take the trays from the food and I would save them to start learning how to portion control. And I would, this is like my, the evolution of me. So back, like I smirk because we all start somewhere. I literally walked on a treadmill at Planet Fitness. I was eating lean cuisines to now I'm completely over here. Like I know all about women's hormones and gut health and what works for a woman's body and what doesn't work for a body. And just like how our body chemistries are different when it comes to fitness. And I'm like, I look at the two differences and I'm like, whoa, there's a lot of years of knowledge in between that.
Yeah. And it's for me, I think of, and I've seen it, and I think you've mentioned it before in interviews, having those inner thoughts of like, everyone's looking at me.
No, yeah. Especially on social media.
Right. And when you're walking in a gym for those first few workouts, I mean, how do you have that self-confidence to just go do it? Or did you not realize that it was self-confidence?
I didn't. So here's the thing. Everyone, you know, and so many people when it comes to their weight, they do have really hard and sad stories. Like they were bullied or their self-confidence was bad or X, Y, and Z. I am very blessed that I never dealt with that. And if I did, I didn't notice it. So for me, when I went to Planet Fitness, it was, I do remember a post where I was like, I wore shorts for the first time. And I remember it was like bright pink shorts. And I posted, these were selfie days on Instagram.
Selfies are outdated?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. You know, reels are like king apparently.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, but I just went in there. I don't know if I was just like laser focused and I just had this goal in mind and I was starting to feel good that it didn't occur to me that people may have been judging me that size in the gym. It never occurred to me because I was just like, I just have to do this. And I've always kind of been that way. Now, I will say, since social has gotten more popular, since I have gotten more traction and I was on TV, now I'm intimidated going to the gym sometimes because I'm like, you know, we'll talk about it, but after my mental health breakdown, I put on 25 pounds. I couldn't move. I ate whatever I could just to get food in my system. I was sleeping for days. And so now walking into a gym, I'm more self-conscious now than when I was 322 pounds because of social media.
Right. Yeah. No, social media has good, bad. Both of us have experienced, I think, both sides of it. When did you start noticing that it was working? And how did that like help you just fuel the fire more to keep going? Because 160 pounds, that's like a whole nother person.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So when did you notice like it just start working for you?
I don't know if there was like an aha or click moment. I just remember feeling so much better and feeling in control and feeling like I can do something that I actually want to do.
Yeah.
And that is one of the main reasons that why I actually got a divorce, was because it really awakened something in me that I don't have to settle. I don't need to live just to live and be content. Like, I can achieve the things that I want to. And when you're overweight for so long and you struggle, when my ex-husband, and he's a great man and a great father, but like, he was the first person to say, I love you. So I was like, that's it. Let's get married. Right. Like, I just settled because I thought I wasn't going to ever get anything else in life. So it kind of like awakened this beast in me. Like, I can do whatever the hell I say I want to do. Like, this is pretty cool.